guys, my name is Elizabeth Suj, and today we're going to be creating a golden eye. I'm going to be using two of my favorite palettes, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold and the Sassy Siennas by Dose of Colors. I'm obsessed with both of these palettes, and I'll explain to you why. So we're going to start off by using the Sassy Siennas palette, and I'm going to use the shade Foxy, and I'm just going to get a little bit of product because the great thing about these Dose palettes is that they have so much pigment and the blendability is like insane. And I'm using a Morphe M503 brush, and I'm just going to start off by building my crease and just creating a little bit of depth. And you want to slowly darken the shadow so that you have control over how blended it looks. If you go in with a huge amount of powder, you're just going to create a mess. So I'm going to go into the shade Oh So Sassy, and what I like to do with my eyeshadow is to layer shadows on top of each other. Instead of going in and blending for like a long time, I just go in with a lighter shade and diffuse the eye look. So I'm gonna place that right over where we put Foxy. And look at how nice and diffused that looks already. I'm gonna dip into this shade Stay Sassy, and I'm just gonna put that in the outer corner of my eye to create a little bit more definition. I want to make my I want to make my eyes look more almond shaped. My almond look more eye shaped. I'm just going in and blending that out a little bit more. And once I've distributed most of the product from my brush onto this area, I'm going to start to lightly pull just to diffuse it and lift my eye more. Just like that. So I'm going to use the same brush. It's a NYX brush. It has no number on it, so I don't know what to call it. But I'm going to go in and dip into the same shade that we used before, Stay Sassy, and lightly smoke up my lower lash line. And I want to connect my lower lash line to the upper lash line right here, just to make my eyes look a little bit more lifted. So I'm gonna go in and use this MAC Careblend in Light Plus, and I'm obsessed with this product. And of course, once you get obsessed with a product, they have to discontinue it. So I went ahead and bought like 40, and this is my favorite MAC powder. I'm not a fan of Studio Fix powder or whatever. So one of the things I love about this powder is that it is pretty full coverage. It's medium to full coverage, but it has like an insane texture. It's super velvety, not too matte and not too creamy either. It sets my under eyes without creasing or over drying, because you know that area is really sensitive, and for me this works perfectly. So I'm going to use the shade Famous from the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And I think this is a huge step up for Too Faced from their normal eyeshadow palettes, because the creaminess of these shadows and the blendability is insane. It's pretty similar to my Dose of Colors ones. So I'm just going to look down, and I'm going to use my finger to apply this, and I'm just going to press and slide. When you press and slide, you get the most color payoff. So just go ahead and press and slide. So I recently got my eyelashes done at LashBoxLA, and they gave me these super cute spoolies that they sell, and a unicorn brush. All their stuff is like unicorn themed, so it's really cute. And what they basically came out with is a liquid. This is a sample, by the way. This isn't the way the liquid comes. It's just a sample because I really wanted to try it. I had her just put it in a random bottle. So here's the liquid. And what you do is spray it. And obviously, since I had her give me a sample, she didn't have a spray bottle. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into it slightly. And here's how it is. The front is like a spoolie, and then the back side is like a brush. And they told me that this is the easiest brush to use to clean off any fallout on your eyeshadow. So a lot of times I have difficulty with myself or my clients when we get lash extensions and eyeshadow falls on the actual eyelash. You don't want to put mascara on it because that doesn't help your lashes last long. So it's really cool that they came out with a liquid that helps you do that. So I'm just gonna dip the brush in a little bit, just like this. Got a little bit of liquid. And I'm gonna just dab it off a little bit on a napkin, and I'm gonna look down and start to clean my eyelashes. So I'm just gonna look down and clean up the eyelash extension. And the great thing about this brush is that it doesn't pull on my natural hairs. It's really cool, and I can see all the glitter and shimmer shadow falling on the brush, so that's awesome. And I'm just gonna close and get as close to the root as possible. And once I'm done with the top, I'm also gonna go on the bottom. And once that's finished, I'm gonna go in with my spoolie and just comb it out and make sure my lashes look nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna go in and use the Huda Beauty Pink Sands Edition highlighter palette, and I'm gonna grab this shade right here. I don't know how to pronounce it, like Azores, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go and dip into this beautiful golden shade using my Morphe M438 brush. And I don't even know, is it Morphe or Morph? Because I get corrected a lot and everyone says it in a different way. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I know people throw shade when I say Morphe, but it just sounds right. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that on my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M505 brush and dip into this shade Santorini. That I know how to pronounce, kind of. And I'm just gonna hit the highest point of my cheekbone, and this is gonna give a lot more brightness to just that spot. So you'll be glowy all over, but you'll get the most bright and color payoff right in the center right here. So I'm gonna hit that right here. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Just gonna do that and bring it on my brow bone a little, and just a little bit up here, just to kind of tie my hair, just to tie it together. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Bring it on my brow bone, a little bit up here. I'm gonna use the lighter shade with the same brush and just apply it to the center of my nose. And I don't like to highlight the tip of my nose. Personally, I feel like it makes my nose look really long. So I like to hit the sides, just so when you turn your head, it looks nice and dewy and doesn't make my nose look that long. So just like that. So I'm gonna grab the NYX Lingerie Lip in Push Up. I think that's the name. And I'm just gonna apply that color. And this feels so nice and buttery. So this setting spray is a little bit like hairspray in the sense of it really locks in your makeup and it makes sure it does not move. So even if I don't powder down my face and I want to keep it really nice and dewy and glowy and natural looking, this does not make it, like it makes sure it doesn't move. So it still stays intact. I hope you guys enjoyed my golden eye. I'm gonna list all the products down below. And if you guys could just give me a thumbs up and subscribe and comment any looks that you guys wanna see in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.